Now we are into the end of Foreign Language Film Week as we look at the winning foreign film from Iran, The Salesman. The film is directed by Ashghar Farhadi, the same guy that brought you the 2000 acclaimed foreign film from the same country, A Separation, which did won. And this is his second big iconic film that's in the award season. Now this film focuses on a two couple named Ahmad and Rana, as they were both worked together in the theater of a production of Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman. Now, however, when they were getting ready to move into a new house they moved in, something happened that no one wasn't expecting. And Rana was almost murdered. So, Ahmad tries to figure out what's been going on, tries to protect his wife to avoid any more danger, but he also needs to figure out who tried to murder his wife. Now, the director of this film did say that he believed that a lot of them are explored the similar things of course, Death of the Salesman. And that's why the film is called The Salesman. While not also Ahmad is also a theater man and also a husband, but he's also a history teacher as well. And Ahmad is a very, very interesting character, especially how he tries to actually protect his wife so badly, and he needs to figure out who did that to him, as he keeps investigating what's going on. But for some unknown reason, his wife is kind of probably almost betraying him a little bit, but not by much, because she does go act a little bit crazy here. Now, definitely some great performances here, but however, the ending was kind of... So when we reveal who is actually the one who would try to attempt the murder, it's kind of a big thing. And I was not even expecting what was going to happen. The film, I thought, was alright, in my opinion. I would say it would definitely be better than Toni Erdmann, in my opinion. So, if you're a person that isn't a similar thing to Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman, that almost looks like an actual similarity to that story into a feature film, this is definitely a great watch. I guarantee for the people who love The Separation already saw this film. And if you're a person that's into a Iran foreign language film, definitely a great watch here. Now, before I go and tell you what was my least favorite to my most favorite, let me kind of explain on how The Salesman won. Now, potentially, Toni Erdmann was considered to be the big frontrunner for that. And for those who saw my Oscar prediction video, you saw I was predicting that film to win. But then all of a sudden, Farhadi couldn't be able to go to the Oscars, or should I say, can't enter in the US from the Oscars, because of some current president who made a stupid idea to ban Muslims from prevent terrorism. I know I guarantee I'm gonna get some dislikes from Trump supporters, but I mean seriously, why would you do the ban immediately? Oh my goodness. And that's right, Farhadi couldn't be able to attend, or even any of the cast or crew members of The Salesman couldn't attend the Oscars, even the foreign language event that happened on the week of the Oscars, because he can't because of Trump's travel ban. And with that, he couldn't attend the ceremony. Now, some people thought with that, you think of a political statement, you would think that film was going to take it. And it did. And the first female space tourist, Anisha Ansari, and as well as Firouzeh Nadira, a former director of the Solar System Exploration at NASA, I guarantee I butchered these names, had accepted the award on Farhadi's behalf. I don't know if Farhadi has the Oscar already, but I guarantee he has. Probably a vote that does not exist. And also in that, in a big support, the Mayor of London actually had decided to make a deal with Farhadi to actually have a big free screening of the film on the night of the Oscars, even though it was taking place at a different time, since you know how the times are in the sake. So, you might be questioning, did The Salesman deserve how good it is? Or it was totally the travel ban thing? Let me start up with how this game went my least favorite to my most favorite. My least favorite was Tanna. Like, definitely a very good cinematography and how a big culture style film it is, but the Romeo and Juliet story is just kind of predictability, and it is more of like a culture documentary, which I did not mention in the review of Tanna. My fourth favorite would definitely be Toni Erdmann. Definitely I like the heart and fantastic acting here, but I'm not a huge fan on comedies, and it was kind of a little bit long. Third, that's where The Salesman would be. It would be in the middle. Definitely a very interesting story, and some really great and even the two main characters are really that memorable. But it's just that it's not really that memorable once you see how the film progresses. Second would definitely be Land of Mine. A really great story, even though it used some predictability, but one of the most overlooked ensembles of the year, and a really heartful story. But out of all the films, yes, out of all the films, my favorite is A Man Called Ove. Fantastic story, really great characters, especially on Ove. And some people thought that was going to be the upset because it was nominated for Best Makeup and Hairstyling, which lost to Suicide Squad if you didn't saw the review of A Man Called Ove. So for me, the Salesman won. It was totally the travel ban why it won. Not on how great it is for me, but I do see how it goes. Going back in the travel ban, just recently, the Supreme Court had allowed him to use some portions of the ban, but the only type of Muslims that would enter if any of their family or relatives are citizens of the United States, they were applied to a college, or they were applied to a job there. That's it. If you want to attend like a big event like the Oscars, you can't. And that's probably why this government is kind of stupid here. Like I said, I know I'm gonna get dislikes from Trump supporters, but seriously. And if you see why Trump had decided to ban Muslims from our countries, because he wants to prevent terrorist attacks from coming into our country. And with his ban, it made a lot of Muslims have their terrorist attacks in the UK and some other European countries as well. That's what John Oliver would say in a skit. But seriously, that's why you never want to trust your U.S. government, some occasions. Especially for a ban that really disrespects the First Amendment of the United States of religion. But even though the Supreme Court had kind of made a little decision, but it won't be a final decision. That was a big talk. Thank you guys for watching Foreign Language Week here on this channel. Next week, I guaranteed everybody has been waiting for this, including myself. I've been waiting to talk about the films nominated for Best Animated Feature, as I start this up next week with A Red Turtle.